Um, Hello?
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm having issues with my internet. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, I don't know. This thing is pissing me off. Like, I apologize to everybody.
Okay. Hello.
All right, there it goes. Is that better?
Yeah, you were kind of frozen for a bit on my end.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on. I think it's my.
I think it's happening again.
All right, I'm trying it again. All right, I think it's my internet connection. I'm having issues. I'm having internet connections because every time it has an issue, it cuts off the VPN, and then the VPN will restart. And then every time the VPN restarts, Restream doesn't like the fact that my IP address keeps changing. They're like, stop trying to protect your identity. That's how we track you. Yeah, so, yeah, welcome to another Wednesday Power Hour. I am the host of the Geeks Fire podcast. I am a little frustrated and pissed because I'm having internet issues today. I've had to disconnect and reconnect the fucking landline. I think I might need a new landline because this one sucks. I've had this one for years. We used this one for our Xbox 360 back in the day. I think it might be time for a new landline.
Yeah, you might need one new one, especially ones that are like capable for like the current internets and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, no, this one does pretty well. I mean, I did the internet test, and we're gonna do the internet speed test right now, and it does almost 500 megabits per second. Oh no, it does do 500. When did our internet get so fast?
Fiber.
Yeah, so today we're talking about Delta HCon versus Comic Palooza versus Anime Matsuri. For those of you that don't know, Comic Palooza and Delta HCon are the exact same weekend, July 16th through the 18th, and Anime Matsuri is the weekend before. July, who gives a fuck, to July, who cares? I didn't July 9th through the 11th, I suppose.
Yeah. I thought you knew already because I thought you were just joking about it.
No, I mean, I didn't know the exact dates of like the days before. I just know Delta because we keep saying them over and over and over and over.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, and I didn't want to like calculate 7 days in my head. I was like, oh, I really don't care about Matsuri. But also for those of you that don't know, Kamehacon is also the weekend before. We didn't put them up, but they are that same weekend. It's Matsuri, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then
Yes.
ConroeCon which is not Houston, but it's close to Houston.
It's the week after Palooza and Delta H.
Right.
Also,
plus you have RetroCon, or what was it? Retropalooza?
Retropalooza in Pasadena, and also Classic Game Fest in Austin.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of cons happening in July.
Actually,
if you think about it, originally Anime Fest in Dallas was going to happen the last week of July, but they canceled.
Right. Yeah. So there's a lot going on in July. I mean, you can't say you don't have anything going on in July because that's a load of bullshit. And plus, for you wrestling fans, SmackDown and Money in the Bank and Monday Night Raw,
are all in Texas. Specifically, SmackDown is in Houston at the Toyota Center the first day of Delta H. Money in the Bank is happening the last day of Delta and Palooza in Fort Worth, and then Raw the next day will be in Dallas. So a lot of going on, especially here in Texas.
Yeah, so for decent tickets, you're looking at like $70-$80 for SmackDown.
Mm-hmm. That's not
for decent tickets for Money in the Bank, you're looking at $100 to $120.
Mm-hmm.
For Raw, just watch it on TV. It's not fucking worth it.
Also, not just that, because during that week with SmackDown days before, AEW will be doing their shows. I think it's going to be either in Garland or in Austin. I'm trying to remember which one, because they're doing shows in Texas also.
Right. Yeah, they are. You have also, speaking of AEW, one of the latest guests to be announced for Palooza is Christian Cage, also known as Christian, former WWE superstar, multiple World Tag Team Champion, former two-time World Heavyweight Champion, former two-time ECW Champion, multiple-time Intercontinental Champion, former Impact and NWA Heavyweight Champion of the world. He's got a lot to his resume.
Yeah, also AEW wrestler Britt Baker will be there. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. She will be there. They added a lot of guests this week, actually. Today, they actually announced that Chris Sabat and Sean Schemmel will be at Palooza, which shocked me. I was like, okay.
I wonder how much his autographs are going to be free. I guess I was going to go to that event thing.
Yeah.
But
as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, I'll probably just wait till Palooza.
Right, because I think his autographs at Palooza are going to definitely be cheaper.
Probably. They said they'll update it as it gets closer. I'm like, okay, so I'm sure it's either his agent or he's going to announce the price. So we will see.
I'm running behind everybody. So we're supposed to be talking about Anime Matsuri as well. I don't know anything about Anime Matsuri. I don't give a shit about Matsuri. Matsuri, as far as I'm concerned, could like rot in hell. Like, I hope Anime Matsuri is on a. Nah, I'm just gonna shut the fuck up before I get in trouble. I hope Anime Matsuri goes out of business. I wanted to go to Comic Pool. Okay, we got some comments. What's up? Hello, everybody. I still have yet to go to A-Fest. What is A-Fest this year?
It got canceled, remember?
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Comcast has been spotty today. I don't have Comcast. Not going to SmackDown, unfortunately. That sucks. Britt Baker, too. I can't go. I wanted to go to Palooza, but since I have a table at Delta H-Con, I can't, and I'm sad. I wanted to do both.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly,
this whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, like, they've been announcing guests left and right, and people are like, oh, somebody was like saying, oh, that's because they're like competing against each other. That's why they're trying to like announce all these guests so you can.
I mean, with all due respect to Delta, I don't think Palooza even know they exist.
Right. I think they know they exist. I think they just don't care.
Probably, because especially in terms of size and all that too, and also because Delta H caters mostly to Japanese pop culture, anime, mangas, etc. While Palooza not only caters to that, it also caters to comic books, movies, television, pro wrestling, etc.
Right. For a convention that's called Palooza, they sure have a lot more pop culture stuff like Danny Trejo.
Mm-hmm. Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hellboy.
Lita. Trish Stratus that one year.
Yeah, they did a couple of years ago. But regarding this year, like you
Christian.
said, Britt Baker, Sean Schemmel, Chris Savage.
I honestly don't care about Sean Schemmel. I care more about Chris.
Yeah, I'll probably.
I'm probably gonna like tell Sean, hey, Sean, you owe me a fucking apology. You owe me a fucking apology for being an asshole. Because I came to you and I was trying to get an autograph and you were a complete dick. So yeah, you know, how much is your autograph? $40. If I give you $40, you're gonna autograph my ass, sir. Don't be playing with my money, okay? My money is not for play. But I don't know. I think Comic Palooza is competing more
with
anime Matsuri. Well, no, with Matsuri.
Oh, I
I
mean,
think they're competing with Matsuri more.
Right.
Hello.
Heyo. Also, because especially like a week apart, and also the same building too, the same venue. They're trying to see who can have like the more attendees in a way, or who produces the most revenue. It also, I guess it kind of helps too that luckily for Palooza, they're having SmackDown the day before, because that area is going to probably be packed, because, you know, the first live WWE show, not counting WrestleMania since like the pandemic, you know, they're going back on the road and all that.
I think it's the first live show because I don't really count WrestleMania. WrestleMania's,
but there were people in there.
There were, but
the question is,
because WrestleMania is like it's a different thing.
No, but and also because like we don't know. I don't know how the Toyota Center is going to do. I don't know if it's going to be full capacity or is it going to be like some like cap. I don't know how it's going to work. But it'll probably be full capacity.
Right. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be full capacity. Honestly, I still think there's going to be a lot of people too scared to go.
Right. There are people out there who are probably still, yeah, like you said, still scared to go. And also because a lot of people, they have a lot of different circumstances, you know, how similar how it was pre-pandemic. It's like, oh, I can't go because I have work. I can't go because I'm not feeling good or like that.
I can't go because I got kids and I don't have a babysitter. I can't go because they cut off minimum wage. They cut off unemployment. But it's just like, it's one of those things too where like you have WWE Friday. You got Comic Palooza Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah,
you got Anime Matsuri the week before.
Mm-hmm. Delta H is during the first day of Delta H is also SmackDown. So basically, if you're a wrestling fan, you could spend the daytime at Delta, and then it's like, all right, I'm gonna head to the Toyota Center now.
All right, which is perfect for us because I found out because I was researching it. I found out our friend's wedding is at 5.
Uh-huh.
So if they speed through the ceremony. I'm just gonna be over there like, hey, hurry up and say I do. Come on, we know you love each other. Hurry up. If I miss the opening promo from the tribal chief.
Yeah, Goku, what's that ticking noise? I'm so glad Dan Lim brought it up.
It's I have ADD, so I'm always constantly fidgeting with something.
Okay, just doing it in the mic is gonna not help.
No, it's not. The mic's way up here.
I know, but it's picking up the sound.
I know. Yeah, I can hear it on my headset.
Yeah, so that's. Yeah, don't worry, Danilin. We figured out the answer. But yeah, I kind of want to see I think we all want to see the tribal chief.
Good Lord, it's like Texas is leading the way to bringing conventions, events, and shows back to some normalcy.
They're competing with Florida.
God damn it! Is that really who we're competing? Is that the silver lining? Like
either Florida or New York? Because New York Comic Con is going to happen, but in a capacity. So right. Dragon Con right now, they said fingers crossed, so they don't know. It's like
I don't know. I don't trust conventions. Look, it's good that we're going back to some level of normalcy, but I don't trust cons because I don't trust weaves to bathe, much less.
You don't trust other people. Yeah, you don't trust other people. That's the thing, right?
Right. I just don't trust weaves because I know weaves that will sacrifice a shower for a waifu pillow.
Or like a week's worth of food.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
we're just eating ramen and just drinking like water out of a lake just to get a statue.
Speaking of weave shit, something else arrived in the mail today. The Broly.
See, Courtney gets it. Facts.
Facts.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't even remember ordering this, honestly.
You got Broly. I got the Amazon exclusive.
I ordered 2.
I ordered it in June. I ordered it in February, and it said June. And then I got a notification like, "Hey, it's showing up in your door in about a few minutes." Like, what? Okay.
What? Hold on. What? Hold on, everybody. We're gonna take a quick intermission. So if you need to piss or get some snacks or something, go touch your wee wee. Go do that. Okay, mine's not arriving until the 14th.
Okay.
It says.
Oh yeah. So Dan Lin asks, Are we gonna talk about the long list of rules that IkiCon has?
Yes.
Actually, you know what? Let me actually pop that up. Actually,
all right. He'll read them, and I'll react to them.
You'll give your thoughts. All right. This is the top 10 changes of IkiCon due to the COVID policy. All right. So, before we do that, let's see the comments. How much are the tickets for Delta H?
I think right now they're 35.
Yeah, let me check actually, just for the person, just for Mr. Flaming Forearms.
That's right. When Trevor and I went to Austin, we bought a Randy Savage ornament. I want to see it. Send me a picture. He dropped the first one in the store, and he had to hide it, and then we bought the second one. Oof.
Okay. Currently,
for Friday specifically.
Okay, for Friday specifically, 35. The weekend on-site, the weekend right now is 40. On-site is 45. Yeah, Flame Forearms, it is $35 for Friday.
Right now, it's for $35 if you pre-order it for the weekend.
Yeah.
Tell him if I see anything Macho Man Randy Savage, I'll hook him up. We have another comment here. AM has no precautions on COVID.
Should we be surprised at this point?
No, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. I'm surprised that people are surprised. I've been preaching this since last year. I was telling everybody they didn't give a shit.
It's like the surprise Pikachu thing.
Yeah, it was like.
All right. Oh yeah. So here's the top 10 changes due to the COVID policy that IkiCon posted. So I'm gonna read them, and Goku, you're gonna give your thoughts, right?
All right.
All right. Okay. So the first one, gaming and card tournaments. Here's what they did. We have done away with free play consoles and tabletop gaming. However, we wanted to keep them in the convention in some way, so we decided that we will have tournaments in their place, with console gaming getting the spotlight on a stage in one of the exhibit halls. So basically, if you want to play a console game, you can only play if you're competing in a tournament.
Okay, so they don't want a bunch of weaves hurtling in a single, small, compacted room who haven't bathed, you even know what deodorant are, even what deodorant is, or personal hygiene, brushing their teeth. They don't want them all gathering and spreading each other's germs like a fucking plague. So they're taking away, but they're going to focus on gaming as a tournament's very specific highlighted event. I don't have an issue with that because I'm not a gamer. I am a gamer. I'm a big gamer, but I'm not a convention gamer. I don't go to the con and spend 20 hours playing video games when I could have done that shit at home for free.
Like for me, if I want to take a break from walking, I just go to the arcade, like the game room and all that stuff, just to play a bit. Yeah, I mean, I kind of have no problem with that either, because sometimes the controllers don't even work. Sometimes they get dirty.
Sometimes they're sticky for some reason.
Yeah, they get way too sticky. It's really kind of concerning.
Bro, why are your hands sticky?
Right, like before when COVID kind of started, we were talking about how it would be a challenge for them to every time someone finishes a game, that's wipe it, sanitize, and all that stuff. It'd just be a hassle, for them, because every few seconds there'd be someone touching the controllers and all that.
You have that one guy with the fedora with a
neck beard.
Hey, I'm trying to grow more facial hair.
No, don't worry. This was actually I trimmed because I did a cosplay this past weekend.
You know, we got like that Mexican thing. We like just this right here. It's just
The Eddie Guerrero goatee.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here's the second rule. The second one. Chairs are spaced apart. Chairs in main events and main programming rooms will be spaced 6 feet apart, 2 at a time. That way, couples, roommates, etc., can have an opportunity to sit with one another.
Okay. Before that, I want to address some quick comments. We didn't get to address the comments.
No worries.
We apologize. Cool. Thanks. We'll try to make it. Haha. By the way, I bought Ren Fair tickets, not a season pass. I haven't bought any. I'm gonna try to get a King's Pass with camping. So hit me up. We'll talk more about it later. I'll be down if there happens to be a KOF 15 tournament. I don't think KOF 15 is coming out this year.
They did release like gameplay footage, like trailers, like character reveals and all that.
Yeah, but they're doing it one at a time.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet that's late 2021, early 2022.
Yeah, I think next year it'll.
Yeah. No game room sweaties is a good thing. Yeah, we agree.
Yes, 100%.
And Courtney says, LMAO, my ex wore a fedora and had a neck beard.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oof, F in the chat.
F in the chat. Broly, what? Fuck does Broly have to do with anything?
There's a Broly statue.
Oh, I have a couple back there. I got a couple Dragon.
And then Flame Forum says, if it does, it'll be maybe November. Maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, November.
This is July that we're talking about. Oh, actually, IkiCon is this weekend.
Yeah, IkiCon is this weekend. Danla says she was actually looking forward to D&D. Yeah, you can't do D&D at Iki this weekend.
Unfortunately, the reason, and I've shared the story many times, the reason why I don't like D&D is because every time I play with somebody, their crew, they always have like a dungeon master with a stick up their butt, and he's always getting mad because I'm harassed. I'm molesting statues or doors or whatever.
Flaming Forearm said 14 came out 5 years ago in November. Actually, it came out in August, actually. So
the next one is the chair spacing.
Yeah, this chairs. That's the second one. Chairs and main events, 6 feet apart, 2 at a time. Basically, social distance.
I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem, and I don't have a problem with it.
It's a mixed bag. Okay.
It's a double-edged sword because one, if you have a big panel like some of ours, it's gonna like cut the capacity. It's gonna cut your attendance. Right.
And it's because it says here it's for main events and main programming rooms. So I don't know about other panel rooms. Maybe they'll probably just.
And I don't have that's the issue I have. It's going to cut attendance. It's going to cut down the crowd size. I don't have an issue with it because you already have that. Like people have like 2, 3, 4 seats between each other. Like a lot of these people don't want to sit next to each other, especially like. There was this one girl who had this one dude following her.
Yeah.
And she like had to stick around with us. I'm like, okay, so we kicked them out of the panel. I'm like, okay, next panel's 18 plus. That means you guy with the fedora. He was wearing a fedora.
Oh, red flag, huh?
Red flag, fedora. I already wanted to kick his ass in the middle of the panel.
At this point, that's the red flag.
She said that he had been following her, so we kicked him out. And we like literally like told her she could hang out with us, which she did.
Okay.
They ended up doing stuff with her later that night, so that was fun.
Okay. So number 3. This is about autographs. This is a long one, actually. I think it's the longest one. All right, so here it goes. This is not a drill. There are big changes here. Our guests and your safety is our number 1 priority. First, there will only be 30 people permitted in an autograph session. Doing this ensures that we do not go over the hour designated to allow for ample time to disinfect the room. For those who make it into the session, this lets you have a more relaxed and quality experience with the guest. Second, and this one may be a little disappointing, but please remember your well-being comes first. Personal items of any kind will not be permitted to be signed at the official autograph sessions. In addition, there will be no photos, hugging, or touching of any kind during the official autograph session. So when they said 30 people, they put a lot of asterisk. It says, if we make it through 30 people before the end of the hour, and guests will, at their discretion, move to their personal autograph tables. The signing of personal items or purchasing of signed items is at their discretion, and once they have left the autograph room, it is not part of the official IkiCon autograph session. We will be providing an exclusive convention autograph poster that the guests will sign one by one as it makes its way to the end of the table.
Fuck that. No. No. I have issues. They can't sign anything.
Yeah, you can't sign any personal stuff.
I'll tell you the same thing I told Sean Schimmel. If I'm paying for these autographs, you will sign my ass.
Well, to be fair, IkiCon, their autographs are free. Yeah, that's a tough part.
That is a tough part. But
if you had to pay for it, yeah, that would be a different case.
Right, but I still don't agree with it. I mean, like, getting personal shit signed is like...
That's part of the autograph thing. The experience, you know?
Why would I want your fucking... Like, and most of these guys have, like, headshots of, like some of them, like, it's just their face, and it's, like, the portfolio. It's, like, the picture they give whenever they audition for something.
Yeah, and also, like, a collage of their characters that they played.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I don't care about these characters. I only care about the one character.
Before we move to the number 4, Flaming Forums. Realistically, though, if you live stream your panels, it could still get attendance, just not in person. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, most of the venue could have challenges, especially with internet connections.
Right. With Matsuri, I'm sorry. Delta, I don't think we have internet connection issues, but Comic Palooza, I don't know what the internet situation is.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna have to probably pre-record it. We'll see what happens.
Right.
Next one.
All right, number 4, registration prices marked down. This decision was not a difficult one, as everyone has been affected in some way or another way by the pandemic. So it was decided that we would reduce the price of registration to help elevate the strain, even if it's just a little bit. So basically, the prices to enter is down.
So we know you're at the verge of being evicted, but we still want you to come to our fucking convention anyway. So for instead of $40, your price is now $39.99.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah, basically, it's just reducing the price.
And how much are they reducing the price by? Does it say, or does it say just reduction?
Just reduction. They don't even say how much they're doing it.
Mm.
All right, so number 5, next one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so first, actually, before we say that, Danilin wrote, last time I went to CP, I couldn't get any good Wi-Fi signal at all, especially on the 2nd and 3rd floors. Yeah, the 2nd and 3rd floors, the signal gets really weak in there.
Plus, I'm not really worried about the internet signal. I can run a hotspot through my phone, but I wonder how good the signal will be. Because you'll have so many.
Read the comment by Flaming Forums. At least it's not $80 for a weekend pass for John L to come and cough at you.
No, didn't you hear they're sanitizing everybody that walks through the door? So if you buy a badge for AM, they'll pepper spray you and tase you, so it'll kill all the germs. Remember, this tasing is not for you; it's for the people.
All right. So number 5 is online only content and dance. There will not be an in-person dance at IkiCon. Its place will be an online-only content. Explained next. That includes a live-streamed virtual dance that we are looking forward to. After 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday events continue online via TIXR. Every registered attendee will have access to this content. Learn how to access it below. Basically, they got a little streaming site and all that. Some select after-hours events will have permitted attendance and will be ticketed. Don't worry, they will be free to attend with your purchased membership. These events are ticketed to ensure we can continue to run all programming smoothly and safely. So basically, no raves and no dances this year.
Yeah, but we'll play something so you can watch it online and shake your asses in your hotel rooms. Which, by the way, we were already discouraging room parties. So you're just going to have to kind of sit there alone with having no fucking fun. Oh, you can't drink. No, it's too much fun. No. Can't do anything fun. Can't go out there and shake your ass. Especially if you're fucking single. Can't do any of that. Sorry. Can only come to our dealer's room and spend money and then go the fuck home. Fuck. I mean, I get it. At the same time, Why didn't they just postpone this shit?
They should have just done it in December.
Right.
We're not even halfway. We're not even halfway through these.
I'm already getting upset. I'm already pissed. I'm like, no nightlife? Why am I here?
Right. All right. So number 6, reduced in-person times. All in-person events start between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. each morning and cut off right at 10 p.m. That means the floors will need to be vacated properly after 10 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. This gives us time to clean every surface and help keep you safe. Ticketed events will be the only exception after hours. So basically, no hanging out in the lobbies at midnight.
I need time to process this. What? No. Why, Ikicon? Why? Seriously, postpone.
Should have been postponed to December, honestly.
Y'all need to postpone. We can't hang out in the lobby. I was joking about the no having fun and drinking shit. Y'all are... I can't with this fucking con.
All right. Number 7. Or are we gonna rant more about?
No, just keep going. I have a stomach ache.
Okay. Number 7, daily temperature checks. Before you will be permitted on most of the convention floor, you'll be first need to have your temperature checked daily. If you're below a low-grade fever, you will be given an identifying marker to indicate you were checked.
Okay, you're gonna have to say that again because I was raving about the best comment I've seen today. Like, where the hell are we gonna go?
Yeah, where are they gonna go? That's the question. Why is Ikicon not addressing this?
I know, and I'm not gonna. And since I'm not going, I'm not gonna be there. I'm not gonna have a hotel room. I'm not gonna have a party. So everybody's fucked.
Yeah.
Reread the thing. I'm sorry because I was looking at the comments.
No worries. Daily temperature checks. This is number 7. Before you will be permitted on most of the convention floor, you will first need to have your temperature checked daily. If you're below a low-grade fever, you will be given an identifying marker to indicate you were checked.
Oh, if you're running a low fever, we're gonna mark you
a low-grade fever.
A low-grade fever. So if you're running a low-grade fever, we're gonna mark you.
If you're below a low-grade fever.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, if you're good, you're good.
So what if you're above?
I don't know. They may tell you, yeah, you're not going to come back here.
So how are they doing the temperature checks? Does it say, are they going to do the gun?
They didn't say anything.
Are they going to shove the thermometer up my ass, or how's that going to work?
They didn't say anything. Yeah, it's pretty much. This one's a short one. I was expecting this one to be a long one. You know.
I mean, there's not much you can say. We're going to take your temperature, and if you're 1 decimal above what is considered average, then we're going to discriminate against you.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
All right, number 8, badges. This is what we're really excited about. The attendee badge will be PVC hard plastic for the very first time, and they look absolutely amazing. There will be no names pre-printed, so our staff will have limited contact with the badge before it is given to you.
Okay, so what does that mean? Like, okay, so if I go up, okay, I would like to buy a badge for Ikicon. Okay. And then they chunk it at me like a football and pray it doesn't hit me in the face.
Or a frisbee.
They're going to frisbee it to you. What if my name's not Chad? Oh, sorry, Chad. What if my name's not Tyler or Skylar, where I'm like, sup, bro? And then I catch frisbees in the beach for fun. Shits and giggles. I mean, that's... I don't know.
It's a double-edged sword, like you said.
I'm still pissed about you can't hang out in the lobby past 10 shit.
Okay, number 9, open air travel. For your continued safety, we will be limiting travel between the floors to the use of the escalators. An ADA elevator will be available for those who have difficulty using the escalators. So basically, no elevators unless you have like you're in a wheelchair or crutches.
So, if you want my advice, take some crutches with you. Sure. You'll feel like, people will look at you like a scumbag and you'll probably feel bad, but your legs and I don't know, just take some goddamn crutches, okay?
Okay, and actually, this is the last one. Guess they met. All right, so it says, guess that makes my decision to not bring my horn a little easier. Oh.
Yeah.
Excuse me. All right, for the last one, number 10. No printed materials. For the first time, we will not be providing any printed materials such as the schedule and program guide. Instead, we will be putting together that we call the IkiCon Companion that will give you access to the convention app, a PDF version of the schedule, and more. You could find it at ikicon.com/guide. We are looking forward to being able to have our IkiCon family back for us. But again, your safety is our number one concern. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out to us by Facebook or using the form found here at ikicon.com/about us/contact us. So that is the end of the article. So the question we would ask, where the hell do we go?
Yeah, so we're not going to give you any printed out schedules or maps. We're not going to put anything on the walls. We're not going to do anything because we're trying to save money, because we decided to spend all of our budget on fucking badges that are like fucking credit cards. So instead, we're gonna put out an app and a PDF file, which won't work if you have a shitty phone. So if your phone is from Boost Mobile or from Walmart and costs less than $100, it's not gonna fucking work. So if you don't know where you're going and your phone isn't compatible or can't fucking load whatever we're trying to show you, then you're fucked. Go around and ask somebody with a fucking iPhone, because I guarantee you they don't fucking use that thing what it's actually meant for. They only use it for Facebook, Messenger, Snap, TikTok, and YouTube. Or find somebody with an Android phone, because I'm pretty sure they either do the exact same shit or they make their own apps. Or they probably run a podcast. I mean, who knows? Yeah, no, I mean, the virtual program is a great idea. I also want to address, there's a lot of places to hang out. This is true, but the lobby is like the main hub. Like, that is where everybody goes. That's like when you're kicked out of a room party. If you don't have a backup room party, everybody goes to the lobby. And then we find another room party, and that's the room party we raid. So, I mean, it's just, it feels like, I understand they're trying to be cautious, but it sounds like they're trying to be too cautious. And a lot of this just sounds like a lot of it sounds like it was put together last minute, honestly. And they should wait. They should have waited, but it's too late now. The convention is this weekend, and we're going to see how it goes. I know Chad is going to be going. He's going to be giving us a full report, a review on IkiCon on Monday. Hopefully, we hope. But it's not looking too good, man. I don't have a lot of faith in I don't have a lot of faith in the convention, if you really think about it, because it feels, like I said, it just feels all last minute. Like they just kind of shoehorned everything, and honestly, I feel like there's going to be a lot more issues. There's going to be a lot more complaining, which is always the case. People will always bitch and complain about conventions.
Yeah,
I've seen people have bitched and complained. Oh man, I love Delta, and as soon as Delta's over, they bitch and complain about the entire weekend. And it's every year the same shit, the same people.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. I'm all for saving the trees. Besides, the printed stuff always ends up in the trash or on the floor. I would just post it on a paper schedule on the wall. Well, the thing is, I use paper schedules. Yeah. I always use paper schedules. Because I can't rely on my phone, because I use my phone for other stuff, and the battery on it is very scarce. So I try not to use my phone for dumb shit. Like, I need my phone for important stuff, like, hey, where's the alcohol? When is it getting here?
Hope it goes. Yeah,
I've enjoyed it too. I've enjoyed the partying. That's how I met some of the people that I know today. But I mean, you can't take away the nightlife. I know there's a lot of weebs out there that hate the nightlife, that absolutely despise the people that go and party and drink.
Yeah.
But you got to understand that the nightlife people, if you take away the nightlife, that is literally 50% of the convention attendance. If people don't have a nightlife, it's going to discourage them from going. Mm-hmm. And if even half of the nightlife people don't attend, that's 25% of the convention's attendance.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the hotel may have held over a barrel as far as dates go.
Yeah, I mean, first off, they're actually in a different building this year. They're actually in downtown this year. It's not in the Arbitorium. That hotel was nice. The one, like, every year they do it. I think this is their first year they're doing it in a different venue. I don't know why they did it.
I don't think so I think it's it could be one of two things. It could be the hotel not wanting to change dates, or it could be the convention needing money.
Right. So they're like, hey, let's just do it early this year.
Look, we need $20. Let's just have the convention early and get those $20.
The $20.
The $20. But I mean, it could be worse. I'm sorry, Mr. Porter, if you are an anime Matsuri fan, but on this channel we shit on Matsuri. He's the YouTube commenter guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see it.
Okay. Yeah, he's commenting on YouTube. Some of our other comments are on Facebook. We have nobody on Twitch right now commenting. But with that being said, do I think IkiCon's gonna be good this year? I
hope so.
I think people are going to like it because it is the first convention.
But yeah, I agree with that. Also, I could see there'll be a case where months from now they'll be like, "Yeah, IkiCon kind of sucked this year." Like they'll get on the high of like being at a convention for the first time in nearly a year, and then months later it'll die down and be like, "Yeah, that wasn't that good as I remembered." You know what I mean? Like a contact.
Right. Our commenter says I'm fine with that. I don't like the press. I know them on a personal level, so we're the group that they accused of bringing the fucking Nazi to the fucking con, and then they retracted that fucking statement. You know what? People said we should have sued them for slander. I should have. But we had nothing to do with the Nazi thing. Unfortunately, I don't know if you know this, but my grandfather ended up passing away 2 months. Well, not 2 months, but he ended up passing away in July the same year. And I was visiting him the weekend of Anime Matsuri. So we had canceled back in February, but they didn't take our shit down. Then some asshole in a Nazi cosplay decided to show up and take over. And then another asshole in a Nazi cosplay decided to attend the convention. And that's the guy that everybody went after.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could say more, but there will be info on IkiCon coming post-con that I think there will be more to your liking. Keep your ear to the ground for some announcements post-con. That's great. I know, like we're trying to be like, okay, you know me, I know you, I know people that work for the con. I know, I'm not gonna say their names, but we know each other. We both know a lot of people. And I'm not saying that it's like I'm trying to be like I'm trying to be impartial here, but at the same time I'm trying to be like a friend.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I would say like, hey, IkiCon's so full of shit. IkiCon is this, that, yada yada. No, I'm saying that. I'm saying that maybe it's being rushed. Maybe this is too little, too late. It's too little, like it's too much. It's too little time to get so much done. But I know where everybody's coming from. I know everyone's trying their hardest. They're trying their best. Unfortunately, I did not submit panels. I did not submit for the con because I had doubts. I just got vaccinated, fully vaccinated. So I didn't even know if I was going to be able to get fully vaccinated in time. Not only that, like, I know that you guys are trying and it's really hard. Like, you guys are pretty much the guinea pig right now.
And no disrespect, with all due respect, man.
Right. No, and without due respect. You guys are testing the waters. You guys are the first. And I commend that. But at the same time, you guys, like, I'm trying to look at it from a reviewer and attendee's point of view.
Mm-hmm.
The whole nightlife thing does suck, honestly. But I get it. And I know it's not y'all's fault. It could be the hotel's fault. It could be, hey, we need money. It's been almost 2 years. Funds aren't doing too good. It's a lot of things. This pandemic hurt a lot of businesses. Look at Anime Sekai. Aren't they gone? They're gone,
they're
right?
gone. Yeah, they're dead.
IkiCon is a great con. IkiCon is a great party con. I like their parties.
Yeah.
I don't go to other people's panels. I do not attend other panels. I'll attend my homeboys karaoke panel, but that's about it.
Yeah, like I agree with that. Like Iki is a good con, but it's like a sense of like their hands were tied in this case. You know what I mean?
Right. IkiCon is a great con. I understand that they are in a tight spot. It's just a lot of rules, and everyone has a different opinion about it. Replying to that comment, I don't have a problem with a lot of the rules, like the whole gaming room thing. I know there's going to be a lot of people pissed off that there's no gaming room. Honestly, as a gamer, I don't see the problem with it because I
You could do that
never
at home.
like. Right, absolutely, because it's one thing if it's an arcade game with a bunch of Japanese arcade games or a bunch of games that I don't have at home or I don't have access to or I'll never have access to. That's one thing, but like it's mostly Smash, Fighters, and like Street
And
Fighter.
Hatsune Miku and all that. They have like a lot of Miku
Uh,
stuff. Huh?
Replying to Cruz, gotta make the best of what we were given. Personally looking forward to it being my first time there. There will be parties and nightlife again soon. One day things will be back to normal. Yes, absolutely, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
We do have our. By the way, send me a message. Send me a message, dude.
To
Facebook.
Is Delta still a thing? Yeah, we're still Delta's happening July 16th to the 18th at the same time as Comic Palooza, July 17th to the 18th. And
that is right, lady.
And it's not just Delta H competing; it's dealing with Comic Palooza. If you're a wrestling fan, SmackDown will be on that area, the downtown area.
Delta H Con's fighting everyone this year. Comic Palooza, WWE.
Money in the Bank also, because maybe some people from Houston heading to Fort Worth.
Yeah, no shit. So Delta wants all the smoke this year.
Wants to punch everybody in the face.
I got to give it to Delta though. They're the little engine that could this year. Hopefully, but Delta's great. It's a great small con.
Yeah, for a hangout con, it's a really good hangout con.
Right. So it is a nightlife con. The nightlife is a major part of the con being fun, even if you don't drink. Like even going to the parties is still fun.
Yeah. I know it's kind of weird to say this. Even staying at a hotel or something like that. You know, you could have like a little pizza party or whatever. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. You always have you don't. That's the thing that people will like mistake. Like, oh, I don't drink, so okay.
I'm like, you don't have to drink.
Mean?
I don't drink. I'll admit that, but I still have fun, like in the nightlife.
Yeah, like you can still go to the parties and hang out and watch all the shenanigans ensue.
Yeah, especially like for you people who are like, say, like Saturday night of a con, and you have cable in your hotel, you could just watch Tsunami with your friends or whatever, or have like a little party or whatever.
Yeah, for real. Like 2 of our friends were doing it in our hotel room, and we walked in with like 4 boxes of pizza, and they're under the sheets, and I'm like, they're like, hey, what the hell? I'm like, first off, y'all didn't lock the door.
Is this
y'all
like
didn't
that
put a sock over the door? y'all didn't text us. Y'all didn't say anything. Y'all literally just hopped in the sheets. So we're hungry. So we're gonna sit here and eat this pizza and watch cartoons while y'all do it.
Or we could just watch y'all while we're having a pizza party.
I didn't want to watch that because I've already seen both of them naked. Like,
so you pretty much walked in similar to that gif of the guy walking up all the pizzas and you see his apartment all fucking burned down and shit.
Yeah. They're doing it and we're just sitting there, and then we get a camera. We didn't actually record. We recorded it, but we didn't save it or anything. We deleted it right away. But we were fucking with them. So I go in there with like a fucking one of those hats. Hi, crikey! This is Jesse, the crocodile hunter. Today we're finding some weaves in their natural habitat. And they're still doing. What would happen if we poked them with a stick? So I grab like somebody's wooden sword and I start poking homeboy in the butt. And the girl gets mad. She's like, Goku, get the fuck out of here. Oh, she's angry. The female's angry.
Just run.
No, I ran straight for my pizza. I was going to eat that shit. But you got to understand, like, cons are like shenanigans. Like, they're fun. They're great. You don't have to be drunk to have a great time. But don't be one of those people like, oh, I can't believe you drink. Like, how can you drink? Well, I don't know. I can believe you don't bathe. How can you not bathe?
See, it doesn't sound good, right?
Yeah. So Delta's pretty good. especially if you hang out with the right crowd, with the right amount of friends.
Yeah.
They can make it fun. It can be fun. It can be boring as fuck though if you don't attend. If you just go to the dealer's room, it can be boring as fuck if you just go to a dealer's room and spend $300 on a girl that wants nothing to do with you, and then blocks you on Facebook, and then you go to your friend's hotel and cry.
Did you see that one guy who like, what was it? He was like a top fan. He sent this like model like 10K, and turns out she spent that 10K with her boyfriend. And I was like, wow, shame this simp.
Where are my top fans? I want 10K. I'll take $10. I'm a cheap hoe.
Got BO, we're DO.
Yeah. Let people have their fun unless they don't wear it. Yeah, for real. And
I'll be back.
All right. No, I mean, seriously, and I think we need to do an entire like power hour on it, or a trash talk panel, or another podcast just on like just nightlife, like because there was one girl who blocked me because I had said like, what is y'all's issues with people drinking at conventions? And then she got like completely offended, completely like unnecessarily offended. So I don't see the point in drinking at cons. Well, I'm like, well, you know, let me guess, you spend about $200 to $300 in the dealer's room. She's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I promise you half of that shit you buy, you can get on Amazon for half the price. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry if I don't want to walk around an anime convention for hours doing absolutely nothing but taking photos and attending maybe one or two panels. I host panels, I host events, I have done karaoke, I've done terrible fan fiction, I've hosted parties, and I've done a lot. But like, you know, there are people out there that have parties, they have this and that, and they do such a horrible job, and they have like teenagers. Like literally, I've been to some of these parties and they have 19-year-olds in there.
Really?
Yeah, no, seriously. It's like, what the fuck? Do you got like kids in here? They're 18. Yeah, they're 18-year-olds with alcohol. You're gonna get caught. No, it's fine, man.
Yeah, I'll admit this is like a few years ago when, you know, hanging out and all that stuff. There were some who were not the legal age, and they were drinking, and it's so surreal. I'm like, are y'all even allowed to drink? Like, I was about to ask, and I don't want to be like a buzzkill and all that shit, and just say, you guys just drink? You know, like, aren't you guys like too young to be drinking this shit? And there's some that just flat out admit they just drink, and I'm like, I mean, I should say something, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I don't want people like try to cancel me or any stupid bullshit or whatever.
Yeah, no, but I'm like, okay, like, hey, what are you doing? Are you drunk? What are you doing out here in public? Go back to your room. If you're gonna fucking drink, go back to your room and stay there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, or go back to whatever fucking party you're at. First off, the party shouldn't have let you drink. Secondly, if you're gonna drink, we do not support underage drinking. We do not.
Mm-hmm. And it could be like a really bad. It could really be bad because it could be like liable in case that person decides to drink and go like drunk driving and all that stuff.
Yeah, like, oh, but Goku used to have parties, and there was people that were like 20, 19 at your party. Yeah, but at the same time, I was 25, 24. I'm gonna be 33 now. So I mean, and that's good though. That's why I don't room with anyone under 21. I learned my lesson years ago when a friend of mine got wasted and took off. Never again, under 21 exclusively. Yes, absolutely. So our event at our party at Delta HCon is going to be 21 and up only. We will be checking IDs. As a matter of fact, at Delta HCon 2019, I talked to one of the Delta HCon staff members because he has a kid that was going. His kid was like 18, 19, 20. And I was talking to him because they had to cut off our karaoke panel short. I was like, yeah. He came to our room and drank. We were hanging out. Like, hey, man, so He's like, oh yeah, so you guys are the ones that were throwing the party. I'm like, yep. He's like, yeah, dude, because I asked my son, hey man, are you gonna go to that big party that's going on? He's like, I can't. They're IDing people. They're IDing people at the door. You have to be 21 to get in. And the staff member told us that's what his son said to him, and he told us to our face, like, that was single-handedly the smartest thing anyone has ever done, that y'all have ever done. Like, that was because announcing that you were going to ID people. We didn't actually ID anybody, but we scared away everyone that was because we went to I went to other parties to check them out, and they had 19. You could tell they were young. You could tell. And I was like, no, I'm not about to get in fucking trouble over a fucking dumbass kid. So, I mean, it's very important that everyone be 21. This year, though, we are IDing people. We definitely are. We won't ID you if I know you personally, like if I know for a fact. But if I don't know you enough to know your age range, I will ID you. Mm-hmm. But I was telling everybody that actually one of the Delta HCon staff members had praised our group in 2019 because we had made the announcement. I don't know if you saw the announcements.
Yeah,
we had announced that we were IDing people for our party.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to be 21 and up. We are going to ID people at the door. And like the staff member of Delta HCon, he was a staff member, I'm not saying who, but he had talked to his son. He's like, hey man, are you going to go to that party? He's like, no, I can't. They're IDing people. And you have to be 21 and up. And he's like, dude, that was smart. That was fucking smart. Because we shut down a lot of parties today, but yours was the only one that got left alone. Because not only did you book the rooms to avoid the noise complaint, you were like, nope, no one under 21. Like, you took a lot of steps but you know what's crazy? And as much as I like, people always try to make me sound like a fucking bad guy. Like, oh, Goku's always partying and drinking and doing all these bad, horrible things. Honestly, they're just stories. I mean, a lot of these stories are either from years and years ago, or they're from Renaissance where, you add vitamins on top of alcohol. But at cons, I'm mostly like a con dad. I babysit everyone. I take care of everybody. We had one girl who was so drunk that we laid her down in the bed and we kicked her guy friends out. Like, okay, you guys got to go. Because we knew her, and she didn't have anywhere to go. And it turns out they were texting her saying, "Hey, I thought you were down to fuck."
Ugh.
I'm like, they were texting her that while she was unconscious.
So they pretty much just roofied her.
Well, no, they didn't roofie her, but they got her, like, they were waiting till she got super drunk to like do anything with her. I was like, no, dude, get the fuck out of here, man. Come back when she's like, oh, she said she consented. Let me see some paperwork. Let me see some paperwork, dude. I'm trying to cuss less and less now because the podcast on Anchor FM, Spotify has a very strict policy about cussing.
Really?
Yeah. If you have explicit material, you have to pay an extra fee.
Oh, that's lame.
You have to pay the extra fee, and because Anchor is free and they don't go through that, it automatically does not accept your stuff. Yeah, Joe Rogan is very, very explicit, but he pays the extra fee.
Yeah, that's true. Also, because it got basically Spotify got exclusivity.
Right. So yeah, that's why. I mean, you're not going to take away the nightlife. You're not going to take away the drinking. It's always going to be there. And there's like, and we've talked about it before. There's going to be a lot of weaves that, like, as nerds and geeks, we longed for a community that would accept us for who we were, for who we are, for what we were into, for the things that people find shameful, like whether it's our interests, our hobbies, or sexual kinks, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. But we also shame each other as well. We're very fucking guilty of it. I will shame the shit out of cucks all day, every day. I'm sorry. Someone's going to try to cancel culture me. but I don't like shame all cucks. There's just one specifically that I know that I shame, and I don't even shame him. I don't even shame him. I don't say anything to him. I don't do anything to him. He just said something really shitty to us, and now I'm gonna kick his ass. So I'm not saying who because I'm like, I'm gonna call the police on Goku. I mean, I could be talking about Broly. Broly looks like a cuck. Broly's too. Broly want all the smoke. He ain't no cuck. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. It's already an hour into our power hour. I thought Jace was going to be here. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, maybe he's doing something else. Something going on. He was occupied. Yeah. He said he was going to show up late anyway, but he'll be here Friday.
Right. Yeah, it happens. It happens. We'll be here Friday for sure. We will talk more about Ikkicon. Actually, chat, if you can. Chad, if you're still watching, could you be on the podcast Friday and live stream your camera at Ikkicon? Just so we could see it?
Live from Ikkicon, technically.
Yeah. Like, if somebody's going to Ikkicon this weekend, can y'all join the podcast and, like...
give your thoughts on all that?
Yeah, just, like, put your camera to where we can see the convention and give us your thoughts and like a play-by-play. Oh, this is Justy and Sonic here giving a play-by-play of Ikkicon, brought to you by Gatorade. Hydration for you thirsty nerds.
Nerdsies.
Nerdsies.
Are you nerdsty? Yeah, you
nerdsty.
Thirsty but nerdsty.
Some of y'all are straight. Some of these mouth breathers straight up dehydrated. They hungry. All right, guys. Have a good night. See you Friday. Peace.
Bye.